Number 44, coordinate grid is placed over a map. City A is at -3, -2, and B is at 4, 8. If C is at the midpoint, what's the distance from A to C? So we're going to use the distance formula. We can let this be x1, y1, x2, y2. And then we got to put this in the formula. So we're going to have 4 minus a -3 squared plus 8 minus 2 squared. That's 7 squared plus 6 squared. And we put that in the calculator. And we get that that's about 9.2, but we want, since it's the midpoint, we have to divide that by 2. And we get that that is going to be 4.6. So AF is the right answer. Number 45, figure shows a spinner divided into 3 unequal sectors. If the radius of the spinner is 5 and the central angle is 30, what's the probability when spun the arrow will land on red? Alright, so we have to find the area of the whole circle. That's going to be pi r squared, and since my radius is 5, that's going to be 25 pi. And I want the area of the red, so I'm going to do 30 over 360. Times 25 pi, which comes out, this part comes out to be 25 over 12 pi. So for my probability, I'm going to do 25 over 12 pi over 25 pi. Pi's can cancel, and so I want to simplify 25 over 12 divided by 25. Putting in the calculator, I get that this comes out to be 1 over 12, which is going to be C. Number 46, rectangle has a perimeter of 18 feet and a length of 6. A new rectangle is formed by decreasing the width of the original rectangle by 1 foot and keeping the length the same. How will the perimeter of the new rectangle compare with the perimeter of the original? Since I am only changing one of the dimensions, I'm going to actually subtract 2 from the original, which is going to be G for that one. For 47, you have to find out which segments are parallel, which means you need to find the slope of each one. So it's going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So that gives me negative 12 over 9, which reduces to negative 4/3 for this one. If I do the same with this one, negative 1 minus negative 4 over 9 minus 5. I get 3 over 4. So I know those two are not parallel to each other. I got to do this last one, so 4 minus a negative 4, and then negative 8 minus negative 2. It's going to give me 8 over 6. And that'd be negative. And then 8 over 6 would reduce to negative 4/3, so I know that 1 and 3 are parallel. So that one is B. Number 48, an isosceles triangle, 10 centimeters long. So that means this is 5 and 5. Using Pythagorean theorem, we get to that xy or xz is 12 centimeters. Number 49, Vinay examined the pyramid shown below. Vinay uses inductive reasoning. Which conjecture can he make based on these figures? All of the faces of a pyramid are congruent. That doesn't make sense. A pyramid always has at least 5 faces. There's 5 there, 5 there. This one has 4, so no, that's not true. Pyramid always has 3 or more edges, than faces. So looking at C, we have 3 more edges than faces. So on this first one, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 edges, and then we have 5 faces. So that works there. This is going to be the same. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 edges, and we have 4 faces. So that isn't true. And this should actually say the same number of faces. D is going to be right. Pyramid has the same number of vertices as faces. That's always going to be true. Number 50, the figure below shows circle P and Q. Circle Q, P, Q, QR, and RS are each 3 units long. So 3, 3, and 3. What's the area of the shaded region in terms of pi? So for this big circle, my radius is going to be 9. So 9 squared pi is going to be 81 pi. Okay, then I need to subtract this little inner circle, which is going to be 3 squared pi, which is 9 pi. And I want to do 81 pi minus 9 pi, which is 72 pi. Number 51, Carl used the drafting triangle to draw a design on a piece of paper. The diagram shows the position of the drafting triangle on the paper at 3 consecutive ranges. Which of the following best describes the movement? So if I'm up here, this to me looks like it was a rotation this way, and then this would be a reflection. So that is going to be H. Number 52, the drawing below can be used to find X, find the width of the pond. These are vertical, so I know these are congruent, and I know these are congruent, so I can use proportions for this. I could say 27 is to 8 as X is to 10. So this is 270 is equal to 8X. 270 divided by 8 gives me 33.75. And if I round that to the nearest whole number, that's going to give me F.